The Echo of Eos, Chapter 1. The Signal Awakens. In the shadow of Mars' largest moon, Phobos, a dormant relic floated unnoticed for millennia. A black, jagged structure resembling a fusion of organic and mechanical design. It hummed faintly, waiting for the right trigger to awaken its purpose. Scientists back on Earth, monitoring Mars' orbit, noticed a peculiar spike in radio frequencies emanating from the region, a signal unlike anything they'd ever encountered. Dr. Layla Crane, the head astrophysicist at the International Space Coalition, ISC, received the decoded fragments of the signal. It wasn't random. The signal contained repeating mathematical sequences interlaced with patterns resembling ancient Earth languages. "It's a call," she muttered, transfixed by the strange data. But what was it calling for? Meanwhile, Mars' orbital probes began experiencing glitches, failing to relay telemetry data back to Earth. The anomaly spread rapidly. Earth's satellites, initially unaffected, soon began echoing the mysterious patterns. GPS systems faltered. Communication networks experienced sporadic blackouts as if the signal was probing Earth's digital nervous system. Chapter 2. The discovery of NASA and the European Space Agency, ESA, launched a joint emergency mission. Aboard the Orion Nova, a team of 5 astronauts, led by Commander Daniel Harrington, was dispatched to investigate. Their mission was clear: identify the source of the signal and neutralize it if necessary. Upon reaching Mars orbit, the crew's instruments picked up the alien artifact. Its surface was etched with glowing glyphs that pulsed in sync with the signal. "This thing isn't just broadcasting, it's communicating," said Dr. Sanjay Patel, the mission's xenolinguist. They named the artifact Eos, after the Greek goddess of dawn, signifying the beginning of something new and potentially catastrophic. As the team approached, the artifact emitted a pulse that knocked out the Orion Nova's systems. For 5 harrowing minutes, the crew floated in silence until the ship rebooted itself. But now their systems displayed alien interfaces, as if Eos had assimilated their technology. Chapter 3. Earth Under Siege. Back on Earth, the situation escalated. The signal from Eos began rewriting communication protocols globally. Internet servers went offline, financial systems crashed, and military satellites started transmitting untraceable codes. Nations accused each other of launching cyber attacks, pushing the world closer to chaos. Amidst the pandemonium, an enigmatic group of scientists and historians, the Aegis Foundation, claimed to have seen this coming. Their research linked the glyphs on Eos to carvings found in ancient Sumerian ruins, Mayan temples, and even underwater structures near Yonaguni, Japan. The Aegis theorized that Eos was part of a network of alien devices designed to guide or control human civilization. "The satellite isn't just reactivating, it's reestablishing a lost connection," said Dr. Eleanor Voss, an Aegis historian. But to what? Chapter 4. Unlocking the Artifact. Aboard the Orion Nova, the crew managed to dock with Eos. Inside, they discovered an impossibly vast interior, defying the laws of physics. The walls shimmered with a liquid metal surface, displaying projections of star systems. At the core of the structure was a crystalline orb, suspended in a gravity well. Dr. Patel deciphered part of the glyphs. Seeded. Observed. Now evolved. The crew realized that Eos was an ancient monitoring station, left by an alien race to oversee Earth's development. But something had triggered it prematurely, and its programming was malfunctioning. Instead of guiding humanity, it was overwhelming Earth's systems. Commander Harrington suggested destroying the artifact, but Dr. Crane argued against it. "This is a treasure trove of knowledge, our first real contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. We can't just blow it up." A heated debate ensued, but their decision was made for them when Eos activated a defensive mechanism, locking the crew inside. Chapter 5: The Ancient Race. As Earth's infrastructure teetered on the brink of collapse, Eos revealed its origins to the crew through a holographic interface. The alien race, called the Elysians, had seeded countless worlds with life, guiding them toward enlightenment. Earth was one of their experiments. However, the Elysians were no longer alive. Their civilization had collapsed eons ago, and Eos had remained dormant, waiting for signs of humanity reaching a critical point of technological and social evolution. But humanity's wars, environmental destruction, and reckless development had confused the artifact's programming, causing it to perceive Earth as a system in need of intervention or termination. The crew pleaded with the interface, arguing that humanity deserved a chance to prove its worth. In response, Eos initiated a test, a massive data burst transmitted directly into Earth's communication systems. If humanity could adapt and stabilize within 72 hours, the artifact would deactivate. If not, it would deploy a global electromagnetic pulse, effectively sending Earth back to the Stone Age. Chapter 6: Humanity's Trial. Earth's brightest minds scrambled to decode the data burst. Scientists, linguists, and hackers worked around the clock to isolate the alien code and understand its implications. Amid the chaos, unexpected alliances formed. Rival nations shared resources, corporations released proprietary technology, and grassroots movements organized to maintain order. Layla Crane, communicating with Earth through the alien interface, relayed vital information. She realized that the signal wasn't just a test, it was a gift. Hidden within the data was advanced knowledge, clean energy solutions, cures for diseases, and even starship designs. But accessing this knowledge required humanity to work together, setting aside greed and mistrust. Chapter 7: The Dawn of a New Era. As the 72-hour deadline approached, humanity achieved the impossible. The data was decoded, and Earth systems were stabilized. In a final transmission, Eos acknowledged humanity's resilience and adaptability. Evolved, potential, continue. With that, the artifact deactivated, ceasing its broadcasts and releasing the crew of the Orion Nova. The knowledge left behind by Eos sparked a global renaissance. New technologies transformed industries, and nations united to explore the stars. But the artifact left a lingering question. If the Elysians had monitored Earth, were there other artifacts watching other worlds? And what would happen if humanity encountered the remnants of their creators? As the Orion Nova returned home, Dr. Crane looked back at Mars, where Eos floated silently once more. "We're not alone," she whispered, "and we've only just begun to understand what that means." Epilogue: The Next Signal. Years later, a faint signal from beyond the Kuiper Belt reached Earth's deep space array. It carried the same mathematical sequences as Eos, but this time it wasn't a broadcast. It was an invitation.